She loves Twoceez.
Sitting 30 floors up, I see them hating, dog. They mad cause they don't suck a shit and I don't get involved. I got they baby mama sucking dick through my drawers. Versace, hibachi, she love it all. I stay in something foreign, slide Japanese. Balenciaga's on my feet, dog, I trapping these. I got a foreign.
Y'all that don't know, man, I'm sitting here with Mr. Twoceez.
Shining with it, dog.
Gotta let everybody know where you from, man, you know.
Shit, man, you know, Twoceez, from North Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying, born and raised, you know, not no born somewhere else and grew up, nah, nigga, I'm from the trenches out here. Went to school, you know what I'm saying, K through high school.
What high school did you go to, man?
Shit, I went to Cimarron. Dog.
We used to tax y'all ass, nigga.
Yeah, right. And where you go?
I went to the ranch.
Man, y'all niggas was trash when I went there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we got a couple years in between us, you know what I'm saying? I came out in like 94, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, so, shit, man. How long you been rapping, man?
Shit. 10 plus for sure. You know what I'm saying? I started rapping, you know, starting to put shit together, you know what I'm saying, when I caught my case, when I went to jail. And the way that all happened was, there was a dude in there named Dre Mac, you know what I'm saying, and he used to beat on his chest, beat on the tables, you know what I'm saying, rap songs and shit, and I thought that shit was dope.
Like how that nigga Sugar Free had that video and shit.
Yeah. So you know, when I was in jail, I just seen it, you know, and it was something I chose to do to help me get through my time. You know, it's only so much you can do, working out, reading letters, writing letters. So me being somebody that was always drawn to poetry, I just felt like that was something that I could do, and I felt like I could do it better than him. So I just did it, and then, you know, one thing led to another and shit. Now I'm making albums and shit like that. You feel me?
Stuck to that shit when you got out.
Pretty much. Well, it wasn't like I don't know, I didn't get right back on it, because when I got out, I was on some other shit. When I first got out, you know what I'm saying, trying to get my life back together and do this, that, and the third, and then I'll never forget, it was that T.I., what's that down low, that I like my beat down low. I remember that shit, and I just rapped over the instrumental, and when I went to the studio, you know, hearing yourself come out of the speakers, and in the car, that shit was just an addictive vibe for me, and I pretty much stuck to it.
Right. Yeah, so, like, who was you recording with back then?
Fuck, man, I don't even know. I just know it was out of somebody's garage. I forget his name, man. It was so long ago. But it was out of his garage, and then after that, I went right to Two-Tone. And I was recording with Two-Tone for years.
Two-Tone was like a lot of
Yeah. So
he got a cool little sound too.
Yeah, Two-Tone, man. Two-Tone a legend out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you was doing music back then, you knew who Two-Tone was. You had to brush shoulders with him, record with him, wherever, you know what I'm saying? And it just came a point in time where, you know, he had a lot going on, and I had a lot going on, and I just needed to be in the studio more, you know. He had a lot, you know. He had so much clientele, you feel me? So then I ended up linking up with my nigga Neach, Big Money, you know what I'm saying? And I've been recording with Big Money Neach, man, for like 4, 5 years, 6 years, man, you know what I'm saying?
So when did you team up with Ben Frank?
I teamed up with them like a little bit after I had some falling out with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? And it was just collectively 3 individuals who came from situations where we felt like we was counted out, or, you know, done wrong, or, you know, we just wasn't getting enough recognition. So we decided to team up with each other. We seen the potential in each other and created a brotherhood. And then shit, we was able to accomplish a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? See a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? So that was like my ground for a lot of things, you know. Without them and without them experiences, shit, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
I mean, shit, that's how I first heard about you.
Right.
Through Tim and you and Paper performed at our little car show and shit at one time and shit. I think that was the first time I seen you, but we ain't officially meet till like we just talking about the other day. Butter video.
Oh yeah, butter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shout out Paper, man. Shout out Diggs, man. You know, we still chop it up to this day. You know what I'm saying? I still get mentorship or you know keep me level headed. Sometimes I can be high head, you know, whatever. Yeah, man. Without them, man, shit, none of this shit would be possible with me.
Yeah, so then at some point you kind of branched away from that and went solo.
Yeah. I went solo just basically because I just felt like we just had different views. It wasn't no beef, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a falling out or any of that. I just felt like we all just had different views. We all stuck, you know, we all homeboys, we all cool, whatever, you know, but I just wanted to go in a different direction. And then at that point in time, I had a lot of drama, had a lot of beefs or whatever the fuck you might want to call it, a lot of negativity surrounding my name that I didn't want to really drag them into. So I kind of separated myself and took a lot of that shit head on while elevating myself and elevating my craft.
What was the negativity? What, you know, there was a lot of politics going on, a lot of street politics.
I mean, it's a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an outspoken person. So when I get to speaking on situations that don't really involve me but involve other people that I care about, you know, some people might take it in a different form or a different way. You know, they might see it as hating or whatever. So that was just a situation that I was dealing with. You know, people throwing dirt on my name or whatever. You know, the shade. But you know, I'm appreciative of situations. I'm appreciative of all that shit. Because if it wasn't for none of that and me getting through all of that, I wouldn't even be here today. You know, I learned so much from that. It was so much negative shit that I had to overcome. So now when it's negative shit that's brought my way, you know, I think about how far I've come and all the shit that I've overcame and what I got to focus on. You know, my focus be my kids, my family. You know, every person, every man that comes from where we come from, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
wants to do for their family and put on for their family.
Right.
So therefore,
You can't be out here having
can't
niggas
be out
trick you off the
here,
streets and
can't
shit.
be out here having anybody trick you off the streets, man. Because in a lot of ways, they just be jealous of where you at. You know, a lot of people be mad that you doing it and they not doing it, but they know y'all came from the same sandbox. So they mad, or it could be in their feelings about why they didn't make it out the sandbox and you did. Or why a certain female likes you and they don't like them. It could be that simple, you know what I'm saying? And that's a personal problem to me. So I can't allow somebody else's personal problem and personal beef with theyself. Fuck my shit off, because I worked hard for this. Nigga, it came a long way, you feel me? A lot of dark nights, lonely nights, you feel me? A lot of battles with myself, you feel me? With disloyalty, you know what I'm saying? Having to find yourself, and then, you know, once you find yourself, you really get in your bag, you know what I'm saying? Man, can't nobody, I don't care what nobody say, bro. I don't care what nobody has to do. I don't care about none of that. Nigga can make a million posts about me, bro. I don't care about none of that shit. Cause at the end of the day, I got a loyal fan base, you feel me? My kids look up to me, my family look up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the middle of this shit. You feel me? Without me, a lot of people don't eat, bro. Knowing that, you niggas. You feel me?
Niggas can't be focusing on
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
bro.
man. I don't focus on none of that. I focus on the positivity. I focus on the love that I give. Because the love I give is way more than the hate. You know, you got a couple bad seeds, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, shit, everything love. Everything love.
So I know for a minute you was doing your thing. You was dropping a lot of tapes. I remember 80s Baby. That was one of my favorites. Shit, I used to slap that in the lap.
Yeah.
Then what was the other one for that?
Day One.
Day One.
Yeah, Day One. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that one too. That one was hard too. So shit, like you just dropped them two, and then you took a break for a minute, didn't you?
Yeah.
I thought you had started rapping or something, or maybe you was going through some other shit. What was going on with that?
Well, shit, man, I had
It's like 2-3 years, wasn't it?
it was about a year and a half, 2 years.
Well, shit, time be flying.
I had a lot of personal issues going on, a lot of legal issues going on. You know, it's kind of hard to shoot a video or be who you want to be musically when you got somebody that's always reporting to the police, and you know you got to go to court, and then you find out what you're doing in your career in court. You know, so it was kind of hard dealing with that, and it took a toll on my mental. So I wasn't in a place to write. I wasn't in a place. I just didn't feel. I wasn't feeling music. I was trying to get my life together, you know. And then I had to deal with falling out with people that was close to me. That shit took a toll on me. So it was like a bunch of different things happening at once, and it was like a domino effect. One thing happened, one thing was just a bunch of negativity. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could say it's my karma, shit. I believe them for sure. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit. You know, I had a lot of demons I was fighting at that point in time, and I just wasn't in the place to fight music and do music. But shit, once I overcame that, like we was talking about earlier, you know, a lot of negativity and shit, you know. It seemed like when somebody down, you know what I'm saying, people would do their best to kick you while you down there, you know what I'm saying. No helping hands, you know what I'm saying. It was really no helping hands. You know, you gotta dig yourself out that dark place, and then that be the crazy part, when you gotta dig yourself out that dark place by yourself.
Yeah.
It's kind of easy to, when people got their hand out, to brush them off.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah, y'all see the up, but y'all wasn't there for when it was dirty. It's only a few people that was here when it was dirty, you feel me? I got the utmost respect for them.
I remember that had to be like around 2016, 2017. I bumped into your ass coming out that courtroom.
Oh yeah, man. You know.
Going in, man. We fight for them kids though.
Yeah, man. You know, shit be ugly, man. You know, my advice, anybody, make sure y'all have kids by the right person, man. Cause that shit can get ugly. On me, it can get real ugly. You know, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you kind of hit on that that for me joint.
Oh yeah. You know, that for me joint was a real personal track for me. It was a real personal track for me. You know, I speak. That's what a lot of my music though. Is real personal. You know, and unfortunately, you know, I have to talk about negative things that happen to me in my life, but I be hoping to touch other people. You know what I'm saying? That's going through the same negative experiences. You know, and help them get through it, or you know, they could feel me. You know, that's them the compliments in the comments that I appreciate the most when
Everybody
people tell
feel pain though.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know, so them be the comments that I appreciate the most. You know, that's why I differentiate as a rapper or as an artist. You know, everybody can talk about bitches, money, cars, clothes, jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Rapper, that's the rapper starter kit. You feel me? You supposed to have all that, but a lot of these people ain't talking about pain, and if they is talking about pain, it's kind of made up. Some stuff don't hit you the way other stuff hits you. You know, so I feel like the stuff I talk about it's gonna reach pretty much most of the people that's down in bad situations or in bad times.
Yeah, so I've been bumping that community service, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That stay on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That number 7, that's my shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that. That's what I had hit you up and told you, man, that shit sound better in the old school. The fours and shit.
Yeah, that four. Yeah.
But what was the inspiration behind that, man? How do you come up with the title community service? Because, you know, that's a little bit, you know, different from the norm, you know, community service.
It basically was, me thinking about all the music. Well, we call it street music. You know, the era we come from. I know you come from a whole different era. You know what I'm saying? And the era I come from is trap. You know, Jeezy, Gucci, T.I. You know, those where it's quality street music. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in the era today, it's not really no quality street music. You know, it's a lot of other stuff. But me saying that, it is starting to get back to those times. You know what I'm saying? Because now I can listen to more artists. But before, around that, I couldn't really listen to nobody and relate to them. You know, so it's the relatability. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like a lot of artists didn't have that. So I named the community service to basically clean up all the trash music in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was a good body of work, and I feel like it was good quality street music. You know what I'm saying? That could help dilute some of the pollution that we got out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with the title.
Right. You shot a couple videos off that joint already, right?
Yeah, I shot a few videos. You know what I'm saying? I shot a few videos off of there. Foreign. What else I shot? Lambo, One of a Kind. One of a Kind, you know, that's one of my favorite joints on there too.
Yeah, and then you just did another video too to Racks in Your Face.
Yeah.
That ain't even on the album, so
Nah.
but you got some new shit coming up.
Yeah, man. That In Your Face is off a upcoming CD I got, upcoming project called RNCs, and it's for the ladies, man. You know, it's for the ladies. I feel like community service. You know, I ain't had no music for the ladies on there. So this one is strictly for the ladies. I got features. I got a lot more features. I didn't have that many features on community service, but I got a lot more features. Dope ass singers. You know what I'm saying? And with for what it should be dropping before the end of the year, honestly.
Okay. Who who would you like to work with as far as on this new one? Or you say you already got the feature, so who you work with already?
Well, man, I done pretty much worked with everybody that's somebody in the city. I done worked with them pretty much, man. You know, outside of somebody I would really like to work with, Euros. You know, I would really like to work with P5. You know, me and P5 talked about working. But outside of that, man, I've worked with, Jazz. I've worked with Landlord. Worked with, Bay Blue. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with Taylor Weeds. Me and Six don't have nothing. I would work with Six. Neighborhood Six. But I pretty much work with everybody. So. D-Cross, work with D-Cross, so outside of that, man, if you working, that's the whole thing, man. Like, if you working, people gonna see you working. Right. You don't gotta tell me you working, or you don't gotta tell nobody you working. People gonna see you really working. You know what I'm saying? And them the people I wanna work with. Right. Cause we got something in common. This isn't a hobby to us. Right. You can tell when somebody really putting the work in and when somebody's just doing it for a hobby. I don't want to work with the people that's just doing it for a hobby. I want to work with the people that's invested in themselves. Because I'm investing in myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't take this. We can relate. You know what I'm saying? Where we want to push it, where we want to go, we can relate. And them are the type of people I want to work with.
For sure. Yeah, man, I see you got your rapper jewelry on and shit, man.
Man, these
Twoceez, man.
These medals, man. You know what I'm saying? These medals right here, man.
Gold medals, huh? The marathon. Yeah, man. So you got the Twoceez on there, man. You used to be Chili Chills, but you know what I'm saying? Why the name change?
Shit, just business purposes. I feel like it was more marketable. Chili Chills, I feel like, if somebody heard that they wouldn't take it as serious as they would take Twoceez. So that was the whole point of the change. I just wanted to be more marketable, more professional. When people see me or hear my name, I don't want them to laugh and giggle, because it would be a lot of laughing and giggles with the Chili Chills, you know what I'm saying? But when you heard my music, you know I was serious, but it's that first impression. First impression is everything. So, I don't want to scare no fans off or lose fans just because they think my name is funny and they don't want to listen to my music. So I changed it to Twoceez.
Niggas still be calling you Chili Chills though.
Well, I mean, if you've been rocking with me for a minute, you call me Chili Chills. You know what I'm saying? Chills, whatever.
Chills,
You know what I'm saying?
I call it Chills.
Yeah, chills, you feel me? Whatever, you know, but Twoceez, man, you know, that's what it is. But I have been calling myself Twoceez back then, in my ad libs and all that. Just, you know, so it was kind of something that stuck.
In my lane, get whacked like I got road rage. Feeling like it's Roderick versus the state. Just throw me my jumpsuit. All these bitches throw up C's every time that I come through. You know them busters hate that, but all my niggas with that gunplay like they shine the Maybach. Been a minute since a youngin' nigga, we don't play that. While y'all was playing in safety, we was asking where the safe at. Traumatized his birth, that simp shit with yellow tape that. Cross me once, can't cross me twice, nigga, I don't do no take back. You niggas better take that. Air Max, where the A fat. We know you ain't from around here, boy, we don't rock LA hats. I've been mobile with the work, you better check my Carfax. Only time they call me soft is when they asking what a soft is.
What was the whole deal with the LA hat?
I mean, shit, man. You know, I got hit up on a few times. You know what I'm saying? More than a few times. You know, thinking I'm dissing LA, but it's not no LA dish. Like I fuck with LA. I fuck with LA people. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you born and raised from Vegas, like we don't wear LA hats. You know, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's a true statement too, man.
You know,
I would wear a San Francisco hat,
yeah,
Oakland hat, or whatever, but I would not wear no LA hat.
Yeah, like we just don't. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even so much like, you know, I know people wear Lakers gear or Dodgers gear or whatever that may be, but it's just something about having LA on your hat that we just don't do. You know, so that's all that was. It wasn't no diss. It was just me being where I'm from and me representing where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was. You know, put a little humor to it, you know, but it ain't no disrespect to nobody. It's just where we at and just what we represent. That's
So
all.
Vegas niggas should really feel that part for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You feel me?
So yeah, man. Well, glad you took some time out, man.
Yeah. Anytime.
Chop it
bro.
up with me, man, about you know what I'm saying, your projects and you know everything that you had going on in your life, man. You know, appreciate it, man. We're gonna have to do this shit again.
Absolutely.
After that thing get to the top, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's climbing right now.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How can they find you, man? What's social media?
Man, everything, you know, Twitter, IG, you know, just She Loves Twoceez. SHELOVES TWOCEEZ. She Loves Twoceez. I'm on there. Or, you know, you can just Google me. Whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying?
You looking for that?
It's all good.
Look out for that community service.
Yeah. Community service out now. RNC's on the way. And I got a lot more coming. You know, working with dope artists in the city. Period. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dope shit going on right now.
So, Twoceez, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at me now, bitch, I done fell off in a bag. Niggas say they catch me slipping, they gon' body bag me. I been slipping on banana pills all day with a banana on the K. Ain't ready to